We are in conversation with Ravi Purushothaman, President at Danfoss India, a world leader in climate and energy. Ravi, where do you see Danfoss as an organization today? Is it a company which makes incremental changes, or is it a disruptor in the marketplace, or is it an organization which continuously innovates and keeps itself ahead of the curve?
Firstly, as a company, this is our 87th year, and we are a family-owned business, and some of the products that we make today are in its 4th or 5th generation. To put it very short, in some of our businesses, we are disrupting ourselves as well as the market, and in some businesses, we clearly are bringing in a new innovation as well. So I would say we play both in disruption as well as in innovation.
How have you really been disrupting and innovating? Is it about changes in business models, or is it transforming the supply chain and therefore the service delivery model, or is it about introducing new technologies which is keeping you ahead of the curve, or is it fundamentally about product and service offerings which are significantly advanced and therefore creating competitive advantage?
One of the examples that I can give you is both in disruption and in innovation is the following. When you look at a building today consumes close to 60% of its electricity for air conditioning. And we are in the business of air conditioning and refrigeration. So for a hotel industry, as an example, we have disrupted the energy cost by 30% by deploying what is called as a new technology, which is today called as Turboco, but it's an oil-free compressor that has been invented over 20 years of R&D work that has gone into this business. Today we are able to cut down the energy footprint of not just the hotels, but also hospitals, metro stations. So this is a significant disruption that we have created in terms of energy consumption. Another example that I can give you is, in the cold storage space, where we have now moved from a model where we used to sell assets, now to sell OPEX. I mean, here we have created a business model, we call it as the coolit.com. Through coolit.com, consumers can buy cold storage space. Instead of buying a cold room, they buy a cold storage space, and we lease the cold storage space to our customers so that they keep the produce in the right temperature at the right time, and when they want to sell it, they would get the best prices. So this is a completely new innovation in the business model, where a consumer, instead of investing in capex, he is today investing in opex. So this is only possible because of the convergence technologies that are available with us. So that has been one of the biggest changes that we have seen in our businesses.
Okay, so it's product as a service now rather than product as a core product.
Yes.
Wonderful. How have customer preferences changed over the past 3 to 4 years? And what has Danfoss really done to stay in line with customer expectations?
I think one of the significant changes what customers are requesting today is they want real-time data. Given the fact that we live on a planet which has 7.5 billion people and 3.5 billion mobile phones, there is a huge demand from customers to get real-time data. So when we sell products that are deployed in reducing energy consumption, increasing automation, increasing safety, the customers are looking for a real-time data on the energy profiling of the application, or how is the automation really helping the processes. So they want clearly far more visibility to data point. And this is becoming an important area because we are getting into newer businesses. We are not just staying with our products, but we are also getting into adjacencies on processes, adjacencies on services. So this also opens up us to really redefine our own businesses and our own structure in order to support this whole ecosystem.
And where do you see that in the next 3 to 4 years? Customer preferences keep changing. And just like how you mentioned that they have changed over the last 3-4 years, how do you see that moving in the next 3-4 years? What will be the big drivers that will impact their preferences?
I think I see 2 or 3 big changes. Firstly, I think customers are becoming more and more demanding on technology, functionality, and also far more information. from the products that we sell. The second we see is that we clearly see that the customers are trying to use the assets in different ways. Shared economy is a good example of how the asset utilization has dramatically changed. So we see customers, are trying to use the asset far more than ever before, so their paybacks are much faster. I think the third dimension that we see from customers is that many of our customers are getting into newer business models. They are trying to build newer skill sets because the data points that they are able to see from the system today allows us to offer far more services to their customers than ever before. So the entire skill set of these companies are changing, which also puts a lot of pressure on us. Speed is becoming very important. Reducing complexity in the organization becomes very important. And our ability to respond to our customers, given the fact that we are dealing with exponential technologies, our ability to respond to the environment needs to be much faster. And therefore, we have put in a lot of emphasis on several of these layers across sales, across R&D, across supply chain, and deploying newer technologies internally to increase agility and reduce complexity in our organization.
Any examples that come straight to your mind?
One example is I can tell you that we deploy simulation as a very important tool. Instead of a service engineer visiting a site, he can be sitting in his office and monitoring the life cycle of the machine or the product and providing continuous real-time information to our customers, what can be changed in either their processes or in their machine. And it also cuts down the travel time to site. He can be far more effective, and the response times can be much better actually. So we use simulation quite a lot in supporting our customers as well. Another example is that from the sales perspective, we are able to offer newer software tools and the apps that are available to configure the right solutions for our customers. As an example, if one of our cold room customer wants to store meat, milk, fruits, vegetables, they are at different temperatures. And today there is no way you can design a 3D model and identify for a 5,000 metric ton what will be the best option available to make the most energy efficient. You can do it today through an app, and at a stroke of a button you can order the materials and it's available for you. All of this used to be taking 8 to 9 months in terms of even simulation and modeling in the past. So this is a huge change that our customers are seeing already.
Finally, one last question. How does Danfoss see India in terms of convergence?
I think India is a part of the whole transformation as far as we are concerned. India is also supporting the transformation. The R&D center that we have built in Chennai is supporting these technologies. We are hiring a lot of data scientists in India who are supporting the transformation. Simulation as a tool was actually developed and deployed out of India. So I think India has a very integral part in making this change internally for us. And I think we have the right ecosystem available in India to become a hotbed for these kind of technologies.
Thank you, Ravi. On that positive note, many thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you, Ishwar.